What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Saturday, May 6, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the surface map this morning, you can see across pretty much across much of the eastern United States, it's fairly quiet here. We do have a disturbance that's currently moving across southeast Louisiana, the New Orleans Lake Pontchartrain area, which is producing some strong to severe thunderstorms here just outside my house here. We can hear the thunder going on. But as we continue to look further to the north here, you can see across parts of the northern and central plains, we will have a chance for some severe weather, you guys. Even extending into parts of the Pacific Northwest, we will have a chance of some thunderstorms as we have this low pressure system funneling in moisture here. And we also do have the Storm Prediction Center has now issued an enhanced risk of severe weather for parts of Texas and southern Oklahoma and extreme southern Oklahoma, you guys. And as we zoom in closer, and take a look here at this system moving across southeast Louisiana, you can see we have some strong to severe thunderstorms heading towards currently towards the New Orleans metro area. So please be on the lookout if you're in this area for some strong gusty winds here, you guys, within the next few minutes. All of this should start to weaken as it continues to move on out to our east here. All right, you guys. So that's going to be it for the surface map. If you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware. So when the Storm Prediction Center comes out with updates, you will not miss a beat here. I have the updates posted in my shorts community section. So now, you guys, we're going to pause this real quick. We're going to take our quick intermission. All right, get all the surface plots off. All right, you guys, we are almost there. All right, and as you can see, hold on one more, you guys. Let's get the mesoscales off. All right, you guys, and as you can see, we do have the storm prediction. It's very busy on the map today, you guys. You can see the Storm Prediction Center does have a slight risk here up across Illinois, Iowa, even extreme southern Wisconsin, and parts of northeast Missouri. We do have the enhanced risk here across Texas, Oklahoma. The marginal risk currently for these storms that's ongoing across the New Orleans area. And we could also generally have some thunderstorms along the Florida Peninsula later on today, you guys. Now let's check the before we check the probability, you guys, let's go through some of the cities that's going to be possibly looking at this severe weather. Let's start with the northern extent first. Up north, St. Louis, Springfield, Peoria, Clinton, Waterloo, Des Moines. All you guys are in a slight risk for some severe weather, and hail is going to be the main primary threat for this severe weather, you guys. Kansas City, just on the outside of the marginal risk. Columbia, Indianapolis, Chicago, Milwaukee, Omaha, all these areas, Fort Wayne, Indiana, all these areas are under a marginal risk for severe weather. And that marginal risk does extend all the way into South Dakota and Nebraska, which does include the Rapid Cities area, and even into southern Minnesota, just south of Minneapolis, you guys could see some severe weather. As we move on to the southern flank of the severe weather threat across the Gulf Coast, Louisiana, New Orleans, Lafayette, Alexandria. But the majority of Lafayette and Alexandria, those storms have passed, you guys. Brookhaven, Bogalusa, we'll be on the lookout for some severe weather, you guys, as these storms continues to push through. And here's where the highest threat is going to be at here across the Dallas area, Dallas, Fort Worth, Dublin, just to the east of Abilene, Wichita Falls, Sherman, and the extreme southern parts of Oklahoma will be under this enhanced risk, you guys. And this enhanced risk is really going to be for some very large hail later on today, you guys. Waco is under the slight risk. Let's see, Waco, Durant. Let me zoom in a little closer. McAllister up in Oklahoma, even as far as Norman, Oklahoma, is under this slight risk. San Angelo, Junction, Cedar Park, you're under the slight risk. The marginal risk does extend all the way down to the San Antonio area, and as far north as the and as far northeast as the Fayetteville, Fort Smith area. Now, you guys, we're going to check the probability to see how these storms are going to materialize throughout the day. tornado threat will be greatest here, seems at the moment, across the Iowa, Illinois, and Missouri area, where there's a 5% chance, and then at 2% encompasses the Chicago area. Dallas, Fort Worth, and extreme southern Oklahoma and north central Texas will be under a 2% threat. Even down here across southern Louisiana, the New Orleans area, with these strong thunderstorms blasting through, could have a chance for a tornado, but I most likely believe that it will just be some strong, gusty, damaging winds that we will be dealing with here across southern Louisiana. We look at the hail probability. You can see there's a 5% chance of hail across the Gulf Coast, a 30% chance just west of Dallas here to see hail on the order of 1+ inch in diameter. Dallas is in the 15% threat, with a 5% encompassing the outer edge of that, which does extend as far north as Tulsa, Oklahoma. On the northern extent, we do have that 15% risk encompassing the slight risk area, and that 5% chance of hail encompassing the marginal risk, which does include the Chicago area, which could see a possibility of some hail today. We go to the winds, you guys, a 5% chance along the Gulf Coast, a 30% chance across the Dallas area, 15% on the outer edge of that, and the 5% encompasses the remainder, which does extend as far as Tulsa, Oklahoma. Again, you guys, for some locally damaging winds of 55 to 60 miles per hour. We do have a 15% chance here up across the Midwest, with a 5% encompassing the marginal risk. As we look, we're not expecting any significant tornadoes. That's always good news, you guys. Hail, we do have two hatched areas for significant hail across, yet again, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and just to the west of Dallas, to the west-southwest of Dallas, and even extreme southern Oklahoma, on the order of 2+ inches in diameter of hail could be possible. And also here up across parts of Illinois, Iowa, and Missouri, same story, 2+ inches in hail in diameter hail could be possible. Now, we do have a chance of a significant wind event here across southern Oklahoma and north Texas, north central Texas here, which doesn't yet again include the Dallas area, for some strong, significant winds that could reach up to 80 miles per hour, you guys. Now, we're going to check here the HRRR to see how these storms are going to materialize throughout the day for these areas. All right, you guys, and we're going to always start at about the 12 p.m. time frame. Let's see, you guys. All right, and as you can see, by 12 o'clock, here we go. We're going to have we got some showers here across Iowa, even here across extreme western Illinois. We got these cells popping up here. All hazards will be possible with those cells. Nothing here is popping up across the Texas area in southern Oklahoma yet. We could even still have some more showers and thunderstorms developing across southern Louisiana as we get towards the afternoon hours. As we move to 1, 2, 3 o'clock, you can see, I'm not sure if you guys can hear the thunder out there right now, but as we move on to 3, 4 in the afternoon, you can see across the northern extent, we do have some cells popping up across northern Illinois, just to the southwest of Chicago. All hazards will be possible. Nothing yet across the Dallas-Fort Worth, southern Oklahoma area. But as you can see, we will have another cluster of showers and thunderstorms, more than likely probably moving across southern Louisiana later on this afternoon. So we will be on the lookout for that. As we move on to about 7 p.m., you can see that cluster starting to move into Indiana. And here we go. We have some showers and thunderstorms developing around the Dallas-Fort Worth area. These supercells will have the possibility of producing all hazards, you guys. We'll have to be on the lookout around the Dallas area around 7 this evening. And here across the northern extent, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Wisconsin, showers and thunderstorms will be ongoing. Even at 7 o'clock, we will still have some showers here across southern Louisiana, and even starting to get into Mississippi with some showers also along the southern Florida peninsula. As we move on to about midnight, you guys, we're going into the overnight hours. Look around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, you guys. A cluster of thunderstorms could be ongoing, producing all hazards around the Dallas area. So this will be overnight. So if you don't have a way to get updates for weather, please have some kind of way to get updates, because these storms may be rocking here during the overnight hours across North Texas and extreme southern Oklahoma. And as we look further to the north here, look at all the rain that's going to be across Wisconsin, the thunderstorms, and extending further south along that flank across Iowa. It's moving into parts of northern Illinois. These will be some stronger cells overnight, which could be producing all hazards. So we could possibly see a few tornadoes here overnight, you guys. So we will be on the lookout for that. As we move to 7 a.m. in the morning, you can see a lot of this heavy rain starts to move out into parts of Indiana, the Ohio Valley, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Michigan. Heavy rainfall will be ongoing here. That heavy cluster moves out of the Dallas Fort Worth area and starts to weaken, you guys. Now, as we are at 7 a.m., that segues us into convective outlook day 2, which is for Sunday. And as you can see, there's going to be a general thunderstorm risk here across much of the southern and eastern United States, with a slight risk here across parts of Nebraska, Iowa, northwest Missouri, and extreme northeast Kansas here. And as we go in and take a look at the possible areas that could receive the highest chance of severe weather for Sunday: Omaha, Nebraska, Omaha, Patrice, St. Joseph, Centerville, Tarkio, all those areas will be under a slight risk for severe weather tomorrow, with a large marginal risk which does extend from central Texas just to the west of Dallas, up and through Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, southern Wisconsin, and Minnesota will have a marginal risk of severe weather tomorrow. We checked the tornado probability, a 2% chance on the northern extent here near the slight risk area. So we will be on the lookout tomorrow for those. Hail probability, 15% chance of 1+ inches of hail up here under the slight risk area, and 5% encompassing the marginal risk. Wind probability, you guys, we get same as the hail probability. 15% encompasses the slight, 5% encompasses the marginal risk. This is for winds approaching 55 to 60 miles per hour. No significant tornadoes expected. No significant, oh, yes, you guys, I was about to go too fast. We do have a significant hatched area for large hail tomorrow on the order of 2+ inches in diameter, which does include the Omaha, Nebraska area. So be on the lookout if you're in that area. No significant wind. So we're going to continue the HRRR out, you guys. Let's go to about 12 o'clock tomorrow. All right, and as you can see, we have some heavy showers here, some heavy rains with rumbles of thunder here going on across Kentucky, entering West Virginia. Even the Pennsylvania area could start to see some showers and thunderstorms. As we move on to about 4 or 5 in the afternoon, going into the evening, you guys, you can see we have cells popping up across southeast Missouri towards the Boot Hill. Southern Illinois, just to the east of St. Louis, could have some showers and thunderstorms ongoing. Even northern Iowa, even parts of central Nebraska here. Nothing is going on too much across the slight risk area just yet. And as we go on to about 10 o'clock in the evening, let's check and see. All right, you guys, 10 in the evening, you can see we have some showers and thunderstorms across Georgia, the Carolinas, some heavy rain across across the northeast United States, New York. We even going to have some showers and thunderstorms along southern Arkansas, maybe even a few cells here across the Houston area. But look here across the slight risk of severe weather for tomorrow, the Omaha, Nebraska area. Look at this cluster of thunderstorms that could be producing all hazards. This will be around the nighttime, you guys. So please be weather aware before you go to sleep, you guys. If there's a way you can stay weather aware while you sleep, please do so, you guys. All right, and as we go, as far as the HRRR takes us out, which will be overnight Sunday into Monday, you can see that cluster of storms across Iowa continues to move to the east, giving them some nasty weather, some heavy showers and thunderstorms over the Kentucky area. I'm sorry, you guys, over Tennessee and Kentucky as well, but mainly the heaviest portion will be over Tennessee, with a few of those showers lagging across Alabama and Georgia, More heavy rain over the northeast, you guys, and more cells could also be going on around the Houston area and some showers around the Dallas area overnight on Sunday going into Monday. And that will segue us before we leave you guys into convective outlook day 3, which yet again, you guys, they will have a general thunderstorm risk for across much of the United States to see some type of showers and thunderstorms. But the severe weather for Monday will be yet again across central Missouri, going eastward into southern Illinois and southern Indiana. Slight risk will include St. Louis, Columbia, Clinton, Roller. I'm not about to pronounce that and mess that up, you guys, so that's going to be a real butcher. So we're going to go to Evansville. All these areas, you guys, will be under a slight risk for Monday. And we do have the marginal risk that does include Dallas, Oklahoma City, Kansas City, Lexington, Fayetteville, and just to the north of Nashville, Tennessee. So that's going to be it for this one, you guys. If you haven't done so, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you can stay up to date and weather aware. That's going to be it for this one. We're going to take a look back at this convective outlook day 3 tomorrow to see how these storms are going to materialize. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.